Well, you know what's on the schedule today is wiring. And you know how much I'm looking forward to doing wiring. There's a wasp in my bus. There's 2 wasps in my bus. There are more wasps in my bus than I'm entirely comfortable with. Alright, 1 less wasp. I'm ready for you, buddy. I'm ready for you. Out the door, out the door. There you go. Yeah. Made a video from playing on the bus last night. That wasn't the wasp, that was just the wires. This is really speaking well of me. I'm going to pick a wire, I'm going to trace it back. I'm going to take it out of that panel up there. And I'm going to call it a good day. I took off that panel and that thing, and now I don't have that huge console thing. I like that better already. Progress. I'll take it. Now in theory. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Another piece. So this wire goes under here to places unknown. But it's tied into my big bundle and keeping me from pulling it out in one big chunk. Question is, what does this wire do? What is that wire? When I cut it, am I breaking something? Well, perhaps predictably, I have opted to cut that wire. And the bus still starts, that's a good thing. So the result of all the time I've spent today is that I now have this lovely bundle of wires that I now have to track down and pull out of the system. We went from that big wad of wires up front to this big pile of wires, and now There's nothing in the very front except for my fan. It is Sunday, day 2 of the weekend. I've done all the hard work without you. Mainly because it was boring work. This has got one wire and I don't know what it is. Let's do an experiment. We're gonna reach up here. Whoa, y'all don't need to be that close. Back up. We're gonna reach up here and we're gonna take this connection off. Now, we're gonna reach down here. As soon as I can fish my keys out of my pocket. We're gonna reach down here and we're gonna plug this key in and we're gonna go. Okay, it started. Whatever this is, I apparently don't need. Okay, that means this is doing nothing, this is doing nothing, this is doing nothing. So if I can route these wires and splice them directly to where they're coming from the truck wiring harness, then in theory, I can make all this go away. Where we had that big giant thing of wires hanging down back here, we now have a single wire, and I think it's a ground, and I don't cut it because I think it's the ground for the signal lights, and that's all these are up here, are signal lights and brake lights and what have you. And there is the pile of wire that I have just pulled out of the bus. I keep coming back, but I keep tinkering, and now, I mean, there's nothing in there but those few wires. All the extra stuff, whatever this thing is no longer connected to anything. Well, time for another housekeeping montage. Woohoo! Ta-da! Huh. If I don't do this every time, there's no telling what kind of mess I'll leave. Just laying in the bus like you do. I'm feeling pretty good about this. After a few timid starts, I just went through here and started cutting wires left and right. And I think I've got it basically down to things that are coming from the truck harness, like the signal lights, and some other things I'm not sure what are. But I think maybe I'll go get me some splicers and see if I can splice all those wires back to the harness for the truck. And if I can do that, I think that whole panel can go away. If I rip all this padded stuff out, oh, because it's tore up, it's nasty. If I rip all that stuff out, do I need to replace it with something cushy, or do I just frame it in and build cabinet stuff around it in wood? Huh. That's a question.